Meanwhile, yesterday, and this is really, I know yesterday Michael played the video of the Scaramucci.
Hey, Sarah, lay off the fucking gabagool.
Where he basically said, I mean, maybe he doesn't have a phone. I don't know what. Honestly, I sat and thought about that for about just nothing else for like a half an hour.
The hair and makeup comment?
Yeah.
Well, Lapaco had a defense saying that he actually did mean his own hair and makeup because he maybe said something about it during the actual press conference.
Hey, who was that Liberace that took care of Huckabee the other day?
But I do think that's where his mind goes immediately when how can we improve Sarah Huckabee? Let's make sure she repeats hair and makeup. It's hard.
Of course,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
what he was talking about.
But it's possible that he was saying, hey, Sarah, get the same makeup person because it looked good on me.
Yeah, but also
it's possible he was saying that.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders is, of course, that's her job is to get Scaramucci the proper hair and makeup people.
Well, it's also, here's another thing.
All right. Well, there's
even if you
zero
believe,
sympathy for
even
Sarah
if you,
Huckabee
even
for
if you,
anything.
but yes,
She's the worst person in the planet.
But well, who knows whether it's her job or not? But here's another thing. You look in Trump's White House. Who knows what it is?
I'm a servant leader.
But
I do everything.
Here's another thing. Presumably, they're on talking terms. And maybe he thought it would just be a funny thing to talk about on air.
Yeah.
But if we're spending this much time trying to figure out what he meant by that, maybe not a great communications director.
I actually disagree, Jew man. I think I'm a fucking great communicator.
Okay.
I think I communicated as well, frankly, much better than Sarah Huckabee.
We now know. Oh, hold on. I want to just move on to this clip. We now know that during their meeting at the G20, Putin, when he was denying Russian involvement in any of the hacking of servers or of voter lists or whatever, said to Donald Trump, if we did it, you wouldn't know about it. We're that good. Well, it seems they were pretty convinced at the White House. Here is Mr. Scaramucci.
Somebody said to me yesterday, I won't tell you who, that if the Russians actually hacked this situation and spilled out those emails, you would have never seen it. You would have never had any evidence of them, meaning that they're super confident in their deception skills and hacking. My point is, all of the information isn't on the table yet. But here's what I know about the president.
Wait, Anthony.
Let me finish.
Well, you're making a lot of assertions here. I don't know who this anonymous person is that said that if the Russians had actually done it, we wouldn't have been able to detect it. But it is the unanimous.
How about it was the president, Jake?
Okay, it's the
consensus. He called me from Air Force One.
He called me from Air Force One.
You fucking pressed me. Okay, Jake, don't pull out another fucking nail out of my fucking toes, okay? It's the president, if you insist. The president, who, by the way, has my fucking number.
He also, he's an IT specialist. He knows.
Look, I've been dealing with fucking Russians in a variety of businesses and capacities for a very fucking long time. And trust me, they know a thing or two about fucking computers. And they cover their fucking tracks. Hey, Sarah, whoever did your makeup on Friday, hon, do it again.
The point is that Donald Trump, the president, who informed Scaramucci of this fact, that if the Russians had done it, we wouldn't know because they're so good at covering their tracks. He heard that from Putin 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you want to know my source is fine. It was Vlad.
Okay.
Fine. You pressed me.
I'm not going to tell you who. Someone anonymous told me that we would never know.
How about the president of Russia? Okay.
How about who called me
from someone who might know about that stuff.
From
the president of
Russian
Russia.
Force One. He called me. He's got my number. So I think that's pretty. Okay, Jake.
Imagine how confusing it's going to be. Imagine if Putin and Xi just start screwing with him. Like a week later, he meets with Xi and she's like, actually, the Russians are super sloppy at covering that stuff up. But now Xi's told me they're sloppy. I don't know what to believe.
Tell them we're sloppy. Just do it. But make sure you record it. I want to see the video.
You know what the president's source was? Fucking Putin. We got the best sources in the fucking world. Hey, Sarah, you're doing a great job. Lay off the fucking cupcakes.
I was just gonna say that when Scaramucci was addressing Sarah Huckabee Sanders on TV, she's not the one that sits around watching cable news. No. It's Trump. So
yes,
I like that comment, and I knew exactly what you were saying, Anthony.
You know what?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I'll tell you. I just figured out what the makeup thing is. I know why he didn't call her. Because Scaramucci was doing that for Trump. Trump said he liked him.
Did you just figure that out, or did I just tell you that on air?
Oh,
okay.
I see what you're saying. I guess you just told me that on air.
Call. Wow, Sarah Huckabee is great. Got it.
But my point is that Scaramucci wants Trump to hear that he's delivering his messages.
I get forward in life by behavioral mirroring, reflecting the mood of the fucking boss, and conveying his messages.
Sarah, you didn't bring up that. You didn't bring up that John McCain finished last in his class at the Army College. So I have to let Anthony take care of this from now on.
I would like to. We should bring up everything about John McCain. I wish John McCain wasn't rescued.
I feel really bad.
Are you being fucking serious?
Of course, he's voting to strip away health care.
I like my heroes.
Back to Vietnam.
Back to Vietnam.
I'm sorry. I like my
I'm
heroes
concerned about
to do
tens of
something
thousands of people
really,
losing their
really
health insurance.
horrible to people who don't have any money. That's what I like.
To
my
be
heroes.
fair, John, with your dad, you were a high value target. So
Greg, the bottom line about libertarianism is this. Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos